share the stream too.
Where you put it? The link it somewhere?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Hardy's Twitter handle is.
Oh, I'm streaming. Keep that in mind.
No, I just read I'm tagged in a tweet, and that was like the first thing I seen was like, somebody tagged me in? It's
I'm
something
streaming.
about me.
I mean, obviously, this is you the talk right now. I don't even know if they can hear you right now. I don't know how this shit works.
Let me go to your. Wait, you're streaming from PlayStation?
Yeah.
If you're streaming from PlayStation and
I'm sure it plays the audio from both.
It does not.
Are you sure?
That's the reason why I do.
No, I'm pretty sure PlayStation shows both. Merc, can you hear Kid? Can you hear Kid? I think Kid's tripping, man. I think he's being an idiot right now.
No, I don't think you can hear me because the way I do it when I plug.
No, he hears you both. Right? He hears the both. He hears us both.
You're sharing. Oh, you're sharing through. Oh, you're doing on stream. I thought you were doing it through Elgato. If you're doing it through Elgato, because I was about to say when I do it, I was like.
No, I don't do it through Elgato. I'm doing it straight through the actual. We're in a party.
Never mind. I thought you were gonna. Alright, whatever.
Look, I have good internet. Okay, I can Wi-Fi and still do this shit.
What are you talking about? I got 1 gig.
Then why is your shit always fucking up?
I don't know. I don't think the PlayStation can handle
it. Today's a great day. We're gonna wait for a couple people to get in. Let me share the thing actually. I don't want to repeat myself. I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes.
You spelled my name wrong, dude.
It's whatever.
You got it to where it's like unrecognizable.
How is it not recognizable?
Because you put a space in between it. That's how I spell it when I'm rapping.
When you're rapping, oh, I definitely need to change the shit then.
Yeah, when I was a rapper, Kid and Smoove, there used to be a space. But when I did the gaming channel, I just got rid of the space. I was like, I like the way that looks. Oh man.
Oh, what's up, Frog? Oh my God.
Am I allowed to watch this?
I don't know, man. Like, you can't watch anything these days. Don't. I don't know, man. Don't watch the actual stream. People might say that
you're... YouTube. I didn't know you were actually streaming, like that. The actual streaming in the game. I thought.
People might say that that you're cheating. Don't do it.
Well, I got past this point, so I shouldn't. Well, I'm going to come here and farm again, so I guess watching you would be kind of cheese. Because this is exactly what I'm going to do.
F3MG says you can watch it, man. Fuck out of here. Who cares? Well, I appreciate 3MG. I think Kid's going to stream Bloodborne right after this. I don't know. You have to talk to him.
Yeah, today is my last day streaming, and today I'm not fighting the master. I'm gonna be farming, and I'm gonna try to fight some of the optional bosses if I can find them. The reason I didn't fight some of these bosses everybody was mentioning is because I've never located where they were.
They're not hard to find. All right, I'm gonna wait probably another. When I kill all these pigs and shit, then we're gonna go ahead and start it. But continue what you were saying.
Yeah, no. So today's stream, I'll stream for probably like 2 hours. I'll stream from it's 9 already?
Fuck.
Damn, it's 9 already. So I guess I'll stream from like 10 to 12. I'll stream it like from like 10 to 12, to ready myself, and then I'm probably going to do the actual. Damn. That pick fucked you up. I'm gonna do the actual stream. I'll reveal the date on Twitter probably this week. It's probably gonna be Sunday. Being that I'm not on weapon mode. So.
Hey, dude, you can't be streaming the day of Weapon Wheel though. That's kind of fucked up.
I won't stream during the same time of Weapon Wheel. I would respect that. I mean, I can't go before, so it's gonna be right. I'll probably be streaming during After Dark, but from like
once I kill these pigs, I'm gonna start it. If the pigs don't kill me, I hate fighting them both at once.
The last time that I fought, what's her name? No, it was the last time that I died. And I felt like I didn't deserve to die. I think I died on some bullshit, right? And it was like, I don't know, I got tripped up by her ghost version. And I was so frustrated that I died that when I came to farm, I came up here and wrecked all these pigs. Because I was so fucking pissed.
Oh my god, I hate fighting them both.
When I'm pissed off, I can get shit done though. Like when I'm pissed off, and I came up there and I just like, fuck.
Yo, this is ridiculous.
I get smacked by a face.
Dude, I don't want to hear no bullshit. One's got to die right now.
Damn, I ain't no pigs ram.
Jesus, man. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and start this. Alright, this is talking about the Shareplay fiasco that Kid Smoove revealed and what actually happened and how this whole shit got blown out of proportion. Kid Smoove was never practicing on my account. I don't know how the fuck that blew out of proportion. I don't even understand the whole point in that whole concept. You guys know that I'm on New Game Plus, right? How the fuck is he gonna practice on New Game Plus, including the input lag that you get from Shareplay? What do you think? What did you think when you heard about that shit, kid?
I'm sorry, I lost my my headset. It fell off. No, like the thing is, I didn't know what people thought I was doing. I didn't know if they. I've heard too many things. People said that somebody was playing for me, obviously you, or I was playing offline, but we proved that to not be correct because my hours are still the same. And then the latest one that I heard was the one you just mentioned, that me playing off your account. It's
like when one was debunked, motherfuckers made up more shit. It's like, okay, that didn't work. What else can we use Shareplay with and roll with it? All right, he was practicing on his account with all the input lag that you get from Shareplay, and he was practicing on New Game Plus. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Kid Smoove still got rocked like 10 times by the wet nurse.
Yeah, the whole shit. Now, here's the thing. If this was Xbox, I can see why somebody would say, "Oh, I was playing off your account or some shit like that." Only because we only have access to each other's account on Xbox because we game share. I don't know how to do the game share, accessing anybody's account on PlayStation. You can ask people on Twitter. When I got my second PlayStation, I was afraid to sign onto my other account because I didn't know what
you was afraid to sync the information last night.
Yeah, because I didn't know what was going to happen to my primary PlayStation 4, like the Pro, because I play on a Pro and I wanted just a smaller PlayStation to do VR. So I'm like, yo, it's not that serious. I was like, the thing that people were like, I don't know what I can do on Shareplay that would benefit me. And I've never hosted a Shareplay on all my days of having a PlayStation. And I told Matt, once I seen the screenshot from Matt, I told him, like, yo, I've been watching Addict stream, I think, Bloodborne the last couple weeks. This is not nothing new. Matter of fact, it didn't even start with Bloodborne. The first game you invited me to watch was Neo.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple, but you know,
I watched that.
People want to take shit that's not even that serious, and they want to twist it to their own agenda.
But no, the thing is that, to make it clear, I didn't cheat. Attic was the host of the the Shareplay. All the time, if you guys see me being on Shareplay at any time in the last 2 weeks, I was watching Addict play this or Neo. It had nothing to do with the challenge. He's obviously on New Game Plus. I watched him play some DLC bosses. I watched him play Neo. Because every time Addict plays this game, he's actually not streaming to YouTube. And the only other way I can watch him, if I'm watching him on PlayStation. I never appeared offline when watching, even though for some reason, people can see when they saw that I was in Shareplay, it said I was offline, even though I wasn't offline. The host was offline, but I wasn't, so I didn't understand how that worked.
I don't know, dude. People, when I first saw it, I was just like, really, man? Like, you know, we won't go into logistics of, you know, anything related to the accusations, but like, it made no sense to me. Like, I understand why people would think that. It would be easy for you to just train on my account for mad hours, but at the end of the day, it's like, I'm on New Game Plus.
I don't even have the time to do that, though.
I'm on New Game Plus. I can assure you guys, I think it was only, what, a total of 3 times, maybe 4. And it was literally just, I was bitching one day about Ludwig, I showed Kid Smoove that one. And then I think Critic and me were playing, and I was playing it again, and they joined again. But I don't think you can only do one at a time. I think you and him kept taking turns seeing me get fucked up by Ludwig.
I don't think Critic was actually watching. He was in the party. I don't think he was actually watching.
I know. I remember him watching one of mine. I don't. Maybe you weren't there.
He probably was watching. No, I wasn't there yet. When I first jumped in the party, I joined. But I don't know if he was watching the same time we were watching.
And then I remember one time, I think it was the very first time that Kid ever did a share play. I showed him all the cool gadgets and shit you can get, like this shit. And that's literally all. Like, I wasn't letting this dude practice on my account so he can go back to his, and it wasn't like that. Like, not even a little bit. Not even remotely.
You know what's crazy? People think, this is the worst thing about these stupid cheating accusations that's getting on my damn nerves, right? The problem is, people are saying, oh, well, first people were making fun of me because they said I'm not doing research, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not using the right weapons and stuff like that. And you know, I've lived and died by the axe. I've used that. I think I only used that bolt thing one time, and that was against Rom. But the axe has been the weapon I used throughout the whole game. And people, and because I was progressing, somebody said to me that, oh, I don't understand how he was so horrible, and then every time he plays, he improves the next stream.
That's
like,
literally the definition of Souls games. You improve when you die.
I'm like, dude, I was like, I'm not doing anything different than what I did the first couple streams. Now there is a massive improvement from stream 1 to stream to the latest streams and whatnot, but my gameplay has not changed. Nothing I'm doing is inspired by anybody else. I'm playing a way people are looking at me and still making fun of the way I play. My stamina management still sucks. My axe is the only weapon I use. My leveling is still horrible, as I only upgrade the 3 main things: vitality, endurance, and strength. I haven't touched arcane. I haven't touched nothing about the way or the routes that I take has changed. I didn't change the way the style I play or how I approach the fights or nothing. So I don't understand what people saw in my streams where they point out like, oh, well, you're cheating. And I'm like, well, how?
The only effects that I've had in this stream is I'm pretty much the sole example of why he uses the axe, because I personally told him that I enjoyed the axe and he should stick with one thing. I think I did have a say in him picking the axe because I spoke so highly about it. I was in the stream when he beat the Cleric Beast. I did take him to Father G. But let's be real here. Everyone in this chat can't talk shit because everyone wanted him to fight Father G. Did they not tell you to skip did the chat not tell you multiple times to skip the Cleric Beast in general and just go to Father G?
Now, can we speak on the Cleric Beast? Because everybody, this is where the whole coach thing came about, like with you and Erica being my coach, and I'm getting my hand held for the challenge. You guys got to remember, this challenge was actually dedicated to main bosses only. And the cleric beast was an optional boss I did not have to fight at all. So that had nothing to do with like them being in a party with me. Was not breaking the rules. It was not me cheating. It was not me help me advance throughout the challenge. For them watching me beat the cleric beast, who was an optional boss that I did not have to fight. All that did was waste time. I lost probably 6 hours on the cleric beast, 3 streams on the cleric beast. That's what I wasted fighting them who I did not have to fight.
And the occasional, I will say, the occasional call at the end of his streams when he ends it, that's me telling him, yo, you are flipped the fuck out. You need to end the stream before you waste another 2 hours on this stream. I have told him to get off of streams. Besides that, I've had very little interaction with these streams. I don't really be telling him too much of anything about where he needs to go or anything like that. I be telling him that he needs to stay calm and fight the boss and not lose his shit. Is that like the only thing I really tell you?
Yeah, you make it sound like you're like, you know, like father figure, but
well, I mean, let's be real here, dude. You lose your shit over everything. Like that is the number one thing you can't do on Souls games is lose your shit just because you died once.
Yeah, but I will agree that there's been times where had it calls me and says I should stop the stream. After I beat a boss, or when I enter into another boss and then I get fucked up really bad and realize usually and then what happens is once I lose all my like vows, or I lost everything that I farmed and I lose it to one boss, I'm 9 out of 10 I'm probably going to stop the stream. And it's, you know what's crazy that people say that they want to think that I'm cheating, even though it's average. I've been averaging. Am I still in the party? Because I feel like I hit the back button.
Yeah. You're.
All right, cool. I've been averaging 2 streams per boss. You would think if I had like some sort of advantage that I would be more efficient in some of these fights. Like, there's at least 3 bosses that I have 3 dedicated streams or 6 hours.
You fought the Shadow for like 6 hours. The Shadows.
The Shadows of Yarman. That's the 3. Yeah. That's the 3 people, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You fought them for a minute.
Now, as far as and people like. There's been shortcuts that I found by accident, like by pure luck mistake, where I would be running and I'll see something in the chat. It was like, oh, you missed a shortcut. There's one shortcut I completely found on my own, and then I ain't gonna lie, the chat, but the chat's the chat, which I have. Chat is a resource I could use, even though the chat works both for and against me. There's been the chats that had me killed.
They tried to get you to kill what's his name outside of that castle. Yeah, he was gonna wreck you if you hit him. I was even telling you to hit him. I wanted to see it.
So it's like I don't solely rely on the chat, because half of the chat are trying to make me do something that would get me killed or fuck up the challenge for me. So the chat is fair game, and I can't just ignore the chat.
Look, and then when it comes to this whole attack, and then the whole when it comes to this attacking Erica thing, I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand why people attacked her. If you want to get technical and do the technicalities of this shit, this challenge was issued by me and funded by them. So I don't know why people automatically assume that like one person is responsible for this chat when it was like 5 people. I was streaming this game and Kid Smoove joined the party and we convinced him to play. I literally made the conditions for the game. With this 50 hours, that was my ideal.
It was first 60. It was first 60 hours. It was
yeah,
first 60.
And then Erica decided that 50 would be more fair.
Yeah, and Erica dropped it to 50. And guess what? It was agreed that I could use NPCs.
And Kid Smoove didn't even do that after. I don't count the first time because I honestly don't think you knew that would summon an NPC.
No, that was a completely mistake. I didn't know that's how you summons an NPC. I didn't even know how to summon, so I thought it was something I had to get and hit, like you know how you get blood vials, or I click something in the menu and I hit square, and I thought something would just. I thought the NPC would be the shadow shits that I see in some other people's gameplay where they have like a shadow following around. Like, what is that? What feature is that? I thought that's what an NPC was. When I went to ring that bell, I didn't know what the fuck that was. And then I was like, oh, well, I was like, maybe it wouldn't work because I was.
That dude got wrecked mad fast too. Like he got wrecked mad fast.
And then so they told me, and the reason why they said I could use NPCs is because it doesn't
they were
help
useless.
me technically. The bosses in the boss.
They are a good distraction, but they really don't help you. They are a decent distraction. And I'm so lost in this fucking this challenge.
And now, can we express how Shareplay works? Because the thing that I guess that's bothering somebody, because if somebody goes to my profile, like I'm not in your Shareplay now. If you were to Shareplay right now, and I was supposed to join like a Shareplay.
Well,
right?
I'm streaming to YouTube. I'm not Shareplaying.
Oh, okay. Because it would literally say that Kid Smoove is Shareplaying Bloodborne, even though I'm viewing it. It would say that I'm Shareplaying Bloodborne, when in all actuality I'm not. So it's like I want if anybody who don't believe me, this is what you need to do. Share play with somebody and have one of your friends or somebody look at your profile. Be the viewer. Have one of your friends look at their profile and see what it says. Does it say?
If I was using my Elgato, I would show you, but I'm not. I'm streaming straight from PlayStation.
Because I was like, when they were showing me the share play screenshots, I'm like, well, I mean, that's true, but it's inaccurate because I'm not share playing. I mean, I viewed, but I'm not actually share playing. And when you think share play, you think of the main feature of share play. You think of passing the controller, right? That's what I think when I first heard it. Well, like when I was first introduced to the share play option, I just thought of the passing the controller feature. So when you were like probably you were my first share play where I actually just viewed you stream. The last time I actually participated in a share play was when Critic invited me to play some indie game. It was like some co-op indie game he had me play.
Did you do that bullshit where he tries to get you to like be all down with his weird indie games? Some of them are fun.
Yeah.
Some of them are fun, but like my Sony needs to hire that dude to sell that shit because he be doing it.
Yeah. So that was when I did it where I'm playing with him, and then I remember when I first got a PlayStation 4, Jay Bari did a share play with me because I wanted to try Knack, and he share played Knack with me, and I got to play part of the level, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll buy it. Those were the only times I ever used share play to actually play something with someone, and then the last few times I've actually been in share play with you was to watch you play this in Neo, but it's been available online for weeks. So that's why the timing of all this was just kind of weird because I'm like, wait a minute, I've been on PlayStation for the last 2 weeks. I've been online. People had to have seen me be in the SharePlay app. And
it didn't matter because at that time you were getting L's. But the moment you started getting past, started getting decent into it, that's when it started becoming an issue.
So that's where I thought it was like, yo, this. I mean, and I admit it didn't. It did look fucked up just by looking on the outside in. And I just don't understand why it shows like that. Why it doesn't tell you what the actual person is doing. Like Xbox tells you, anytime you're doing an Xbox, it tells you exactly what you're doing. If you're viewing a mixer stream, it'll tell you that you're viewing or watching one. Or if you're streaming, it tells you that you're streaming. Like, I don't understand why when two people are using the app and I'm clearly why it doesn't tell you exactly what I'm doing. And I thought it was misleading and people could use that against me, and I know that would be hard to try to explain. The only thing I had on my side was that the fact that obviously I'm not playing. I'm obviously not playing offline because you guys see my save file. The same 3 save files are still there. They're always been there, and they all are a perfect match for what my streams were. As far as the whole account thing, that was something I never heard of, and I'm like, yo, so because I proved this one and that one wrong, now I have to try to find a way to explain I don't have access to anybody's account. I don't have access to Addict's account on PlayStation. Shit, I barely remember my own PlayStation account. That's why I hope I don't forget my damn password. I don't know how to. I still don't know how to host a share play. I've only watched. And even if I was to share play my game, let's say if I gave you the controller, that would have to somehow count against my hours, and it would show as a playtime. You know what I mean? It's just nonsense, and I felt like everybody was too quick to try to get me out of this fucking challenge or to claim me cheating. And I don't know why I got this reputation of cheating. Like I have a big, this huge reputation that I cheat when it comes to these challenges, and it all started with Uncharted. And people don't forget, forget this. People, when you talk about Kid Smoove in the Uncharted challenge, most people will mention like cheating or something to that lines. But people don't realize I never cheated the Uncharted challenge. Matter of fact, I lost the Uncharted challenge. I didn't win. I ran out of time. I lost
That's
the challenge.
The funny part. You lost. You didn't even
lost
win
the challenge on chapter like 20. On that one chapter, right? I lost. No cheat, no nothing, no nothing freaky, nothing shaky. I lost the challenge. That's what happened with that challenge. What people got pissed at is because I elected to continue to play the game on my own time, off stream, and I used the quote-unquote handicap feature to help my way through the rest of chapter 20 so I can go ahead and finish the game as it was. But that was after the challenge was over. I already didn't win the money. I didn't stream it, so it wasn't for. It was now I'm playing for my. I'm just playing for my. I wasted all these hours in it. Now I'm just gonna finish it on my own terms, and that's what people point to or poke fun at me or try to say I'm a cheater at when they forget I've never cheated the challenge. I lost the challenge and I decided to go on my own off stream to continue the game, but the challenge was completely over, and people forget all about that. Everybody just thinks I cheated the challenge and that's why I didn't win, when reality is I ran out of time because I was stuck on the fucking chapter 20. And that's all available for people to see, but people choose to ignore that. But
I mean, at the end of the day, I think there was more people on your side than against you this time. So, but it's like I said, people need to lay off Erica. She didn't do anything wrong, and people be acting like she is literally the whole reason that this is happening. Like, I never have ever seen some shit like that. Which, you know, I mean, I've definitely seen some dumb shit with the Crumb side, but I do think that this was blown out of proportion, and I do understand why it was brought up. I do understand that, but after it was debunked that, you know, he had the same time, it should have been. Man, I'm getting ass bit. I need to pay attention. It should have been completely it should have been dropped, but. It felt like if once you debunked one theory, they wanted more. They came up with another reason, and that's my issue with it.
Yeah.
You want the honest truth? Like, 2 of the streams was me just trying to convince Kid to get the expansion when it was on sale. That's literally what happened.
I'm not getting that expansion though.
Well, I mean, obviously it's not on sale anymore.
Yeah. My bad. If you hear background, that's my son.
Alright, but this, I wasn't gonna make this too long. Anyone that's watching, if you're watching Grand Cross, I told you I was gonna make this dude a beast. When I go back in to fight that dude on the expansion, he isn't going to beat me. See, 133. But I appreciate everyone coming back. It's Addict's fault. I'll take it. Blame me.
It's Addict's fault. Alright, I'm gonna stream in like a half an hour for anybody who want to watch me farm. This won't be any special stream, but I'll give you guys a date of when I'll do the final fight. But tonight's stream is just me preparing for the boss. I'll start that at like 10 o'clock, and we'll see you guys later, man.
I have convinced him to play some play some optional bosses, maybe at least the witches. I'm gonna try to get him to do the wolf, but guys, convince him to do it when you're doing that. Try to show him where those witches are, because I don't. Do you even know where they are?
I don't know where any of these other optional bosses are at. So it's like once I found out that I was like, when I started to pay attention to my time, and that I wasn't looking for it was really after dealing with the Bloodstarved Beast. I wasn't looking for optional bosses. I just wanted the main bosses to get it out of the way now. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream. Appreciate everyone coming out. That was the truth. Yeah, I understand that a lot of shit's going on, but I can assure you guys, like when I say this dude was not practicing on my gimp ass fucking connection with the share play, because I honestly think that would have made it worse. That would have made him worse playing this game because he would have expected like a lag every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and plus, my PlayStation's Wi-Fi, by the way, I'm not.
And plus, I'm playing on New Game Plus. But I do appreciate everyone coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Peace. Feel free to subscribe if you want.